We'll get started with Charles Wiley. JJ, you're up first.
Hey Chuck, how you doing?
Real good. How you doing?
Not too bad. What's the mood like of the team this week? You guys get to play in the bowl game on Saturday.
It's amazing. We've had a lot of energy. Leading up to this point, we've been pretty much at it for football last 5 weeks. Even though we haven't had any games, but nothing has changed. The work still got to be put in, and just got to get better week by week.
Do you guys think about the historic significance of what you guys could do Saturday?
Yes, sir. We do. This was definitely a year to remember altogether, with all the obstacles that we've had to deal with, coaching changes, and the best part was everybody bought in, and just everybody, got together and did their part, and now, we'll be able to be a part of history, and it's amazing.
Okay, Greg, you're up.
Chuck, it seems like you guys have made the switch to talking about trust the triangle this week as one of your kind of culture pillars and a motto this week. What does that mean to you? Why is that important?
Because that's what we've been, that's something that we've just taken very serious this whole year. And that's what got us to this point. That's what allowed us to be able to be in this bowl game, allow us to be able to make history, and allow us just to do something that many teams and many other people just outside of this facility just be able to show that we were able to do this. And that's the reason why the triangle is our main priority and the main reason that we're successful right now.
Do those elements, like, for you guys, physical on defense, travel to road games in a bowl environment like this better than other parts of the game?
No, because at the end of the day, we still got to run the ball, and at the end of the day, we still got to be great on special teams. You got to, we feel like as long as we win 2 of those out of that triangle, we'll be fine. It's always great to have all 3, but you got to have, it has to be all put together. You can't just have one without the other.
Does Louisiana show a lot of those same type of qualities? They seem to be a similar type of team based on what Coach has been telling us.
Yes, they are. They're an extremely tough team, extremely hard-nosed team. Just go out and play football, put the ball down, and you got to stop them. But at the end of the day, we can only worry about ourselves and worry about how we get better.
You mentioned that you guys have still been really locked in and focused, even though you've had a few weeks without a game. But really, it's been months now that you've gone through the grind of, not just a normal season, but with COVID protocols and testing and all that. How are you guys holding up to this season, and how much of a challenge it's been?
It's a big emphasis on, staying 6 feet away, keeping your mask on, just being able to make sure that we can come to this final game as strong as possible, and not have to, leave anybody at home because, they end up popping for COVID. And just another thing is just trying to stay safe. We've done really good when it came to COVID protocols this whole year. It would suck that we get to this last game, especially one of the most important games of the year, and then we finally have issues. So coaches have been really on us about just our protocols and our precautions that we have.
Are you proud of how you and your teammates have handled those challenges? I think it's just been it's such a task to deal with it all year, and it seems like you guys have come through it pretty well for the most part.
Yeah, I'm really proud of the team. Young guys stepping up, guys that don't normally play as much stepping up and just doing what they're supposed to do. And just, those guys that ended up missing games, coming back even stronger and better, and just not skipping a beat when they come back. So I think I'm really proud of how the team's handled this. And, I'm just happy that we haven't had as many issues as other teams have. We were fortunate enough to play 11 games, and that was better than a lot of teams were able to do. I'm really proud of them.
When you came to UTSA, did you imagine that you'd be able to make it to a bowl game in this first year and get that done so quickly?
Yes, sir, I did. The team was, ever since day one, for the majority of the team, everybody bought into Coach Traylor's ideology on just trust the triangle and just everything that these coaches have been saying. The team has just been able to work good with adversity, and I could just tell throughout the year we were going to be able to make it to a bowl game.
The guys who have been here had been through a couple of tough seasons before your arrival. Did you see sort of that belief start to build with them, or how did they approach this year as it went along?
Um, a lot of those guys, just talking to them, they knew it was different. They knew that this was a different atmosphere, a different aspect that they're used to. And a lot of guys bought in once they seen that those things were going to, unfold and like, wow, we're really that good. And, wow, we can really do this. We all bought in, and it just allows everybody, when you're happy to go to work every day or you feel like you're fighting towards something, it always makes it easier for you to work hard, and the grind is always easier.
Do you think for those guys it was just the new coaches that was the biggest difference, or is there something else you guys can point to that you think has changed since last year? Even that you weren't here, but just what you've gathered from the other guys.
Well, at the end of the day, coaches come and go, but ideologies, and when you actually work those ideologies every day and as hard as we do, that's what sticks with people. Being able to come every day and work, being able to see the next guy working hard and see the next guy buying in, that has contagious. It's just contagious. It's for, when you see one guy doing good and you see the next guy, buying in, everybody ends up buying in, especially when you have those role players and those big guys that, big aspect to the team, everybody ends up buying into them.
How do you think having this strong first season will set you guys up for the future of UTSA? Set this program up for coaches and players in future years to have the same kind of success?
I think it definitely will help out a lot, but it always still has to deal with us. In the off season, we got to work hard. We have to strive and just keep getting better and not be satisfied with what we had this year. We have a lot of room to go. We have a lot of room to improve, and that's a big thing for us. Just getting better.
I know it's been tough with all the COVID protocols and everything, but have you been able to gather a sense of what your success has meant to fans and the community and the city? Have you gotten any kind of response on that, just the year you guys have been able to have?
Yeah. Everybody around has been, very vocal about how proud they are of us and what we've been able to accomplish. It's great, being able to get that, especially from a place that, times before wasn't really used to winning, wasn't really used to the team. I think that this season definitely put UTSA on the map. It definitely aided in, recruiting. It aided in fans, gaining fans. And it was just a great year